What's going on, guys? Welcome back. And today I just wanted to do this video about Stan Lee. I don't know if you've heard, but Stan Lee passed away. Um, Pretty sure it was today. It was pretty surprising news, and you know, I've never I'm not trying to say I haven't been a fan of the comics. I've read some of the Marvel comics, and it's a very sad thing, and he's definitely inspired. I know this probably isn't the best Stan Lee custom minifigure you've seen, but I don't really have a lot of the best parts to use for him. But as you can see, I pretty much have every single Marvel minifigure that I own in the background. There's a few missing, but this is mostly my entire Lego Marvel collection. And Marvel has been kind of a thing. I started off as a kid, and I would always watch the original Spider-Man films with Sam Raimi, the director of those films. I would grow up with those, and the famous line, with great power comes great responsibility. So I grew up with that saying, and Spider-Man has always been my favorite superhero, and I've always kind of taken inspiration from him, with his fun and his charm. But he has a mature side, and every story with Spider-Man I've seen definitely encapsulates that. And I've been re-marathoning Marvel with my brother, actually. He just came back from, well, I'm not going to say this on here on the internet, but my brother just came back from far away, and he hasn't really seen all the Marvel movies, so we're re-marathoning some of the MCU movies, and I just watched Thor Ragnarok yesterday. I watched Spider-Man Homecoming on Friday, and yeah, it's a sad thing, and I know that he inspired a lot of people, and I feel very sad about this. It's really unfortunate, and I know that he had a good life. He's very old. He was 95, I believe, and I hope that um, I don't know if they've maybe filmed some of the. They've already finished filming Avengers 4. I know, whatever it's gonna be called. And I know that he'll probably, if they're done filming, he'll probably be in it. My dad says maybe they filmed some cameos. I hold that hope that maybe they filmed a few more cameos, but it'll be sad because I've gone to all these Marvel movies, and Marvel is a thing where I got out of it for a while. I stopped watching a lot of the films after I had a long time where I watched a lot of Marvel films, and it's been kind of a thing that a tradition, and kind of a, not a tradition, but like a thing that I like to do with my family. We go out and see the Marvel movies, and um, it's been a thing. Like when I was younger, I used to watch like the first Marvel movies. Like I watched Thor with my sister. I watched the Avengers with my sister, and it's always been kind of a thing. And it's kind of a thing that my family does together. And it feels to me like a special thing. And I'm sad that this is the man who was writing comic books when he was 14 or whatever, and now they've become these famous stories and his beloved characters like Spider-Man, who of course is my favorite superhero. And I'm gonna say this is sad a lot of times in this video, and it is. And so yeah, he was 95. I thought he was 97 for some reason. But yeah, and it's always been fun, going to the MCU movies and kind of, waiting and predicting when, Stan Lee's gonna pop up and say a little funny line. He's gonna make his little cameos, and they're always fun, like in Avengers Infinity War. He's like, oh, hey, you kids never seen a spaceship before, and that whole thing about Stan Lee being a watcher or whatever. It's all very funny, and it's become kind of a thing. And I go and see like Marvel movies with my family, and everyone's like, oh, hey, it's Stan, and he's always been kind of a trademark, and it's sad that that's over now. And hopefully maybe they film some cameos, but he's gone, and we probably won't get to see that anymore. So yeah, and he's been a creator of these heroes and these characters for such a long time. And Marvel's been a thing that I've really gotten into. Like, I've been doing a lot of these Marvel Infinity War stop motions lately. And I knew that this day was going to come, like, earlier in the year before Black Panther came out, when we heard that, he had a heart attack. So I knew this was going to come, I just didn't know that it would be now. And it was kind of an unexpected day, and I feel very sad about this, and I know this is probably more of like an emotional video than you're used to from me. Like usually, I'm kind of more of a fun, upbeat, like entertainer, and I usually make a lot more upbeat videos. But I just thought that I should cover this, and it is very unfortunate, and I feel bad for those who knew him, and for all those of you who for all those of you who maybe met him, and yeah, it's a very sad time, and I feel bad about this. So yeah, so I hope that he. I don't know if he watched the movies, but I was just like earlier in the year when he had his heart attack, I was like, I hope that he'll get to see Infinity War, which is like the big movie that brought all his some of most of his creations and all his friends' creations together, and I hope that he saw the film, and it's like we've come this far, and they've made these movies, and now there's movies where all of his creations can come together on screen, and people can enjoy them, and it's been a special thing with me for a while. Like I say, I got out of Marvel like a while ago, and I got back into it, and I watched Captain America: Civil War. That was the first movie that got me back into the Marvel universe, and I was like, holy crap! There's Spider-Man and Black Panther, and it was awesome. And it's like, wow, that movie was really great, and it got me back into it, and it's been a thing now. I go and see the movies every year, and so yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp was an entertaining film. Infinity War was an emotional roller coaster and a heck of an entertaining movie. And now we're gonna get Captain Marvel, Avengers 4, whatever it's gonna be called, Annihilation. I really hope it's not called that because I don't like that title. And Spider-Man: Far From Home, and whatever other movies are coming out, Black Panther 2, all these movies. And they've all been enjoyable, and we've all gotten something out of them emotionally. Um, and it's been fun for us to see, all these heroes come on screen together. Like I saw Spider-Man: Homecoming in theaters, like the night it released last year, and I loved it so much. And then I got it on DVD, and I've been watching it a lot since I got it, and I never really felt the same way. Like that was an amazing movie. And then last Friday, I watched it, and I was like, this is a great movie. There's so much thought put into this from the people who create them, and they had a lot of passion for Stan Lee's creations. He created these characters, and people have been making these passion projects. Like I've been making these Infinity War stop motions, which, in case you're wondering, I won't be doing Thanos snaps half the universe away, like I said on my Thor video. That was my last one. It's kind of fitting because the Thor Rise in Wakanda stop motion was the first one I did from Infinity War, and it's kind of fitting that the remastered version will end that series. I want to move on with some other stop motion projects, but a lot of people, they've been inspired by him. I've seen all these stop motions and videos on the internet where people, recreate movies, and they um, make their own stories out of these characters. People have written their own comic books, and it all stemmed from this man. And he was just, yeah, this is an extraordinary event, and I'm unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate event, and well, I guess extraordinary is not the right word. Sorry, but it's a very sad event, and yeah, so I feel very sad about this. Like I say, Marvel has been definitely a big part of my life in the past few years. It's become a thing. We go to the movies, we're like, oh hey, it's Stan Lee, and it's been fun. And it's been an entertaining ride, and some of them you can get something out of them emotionally, and you just get to see these people who put passion into these projects that are of course all stem from this man who started it all when he was 14 sketching comic book art. So um, I am still obviously like excited for the rest of the MCU, but if they haven't filmed, I know they finished filming Avengers 4. So I'm sure he'll make a cameo in that, but I hope it's a good one because I don't know if they filmed any other cameos for the future, and I hope that maybe they filmed a few. But this is very sad news to me, and I wanted to do this video. I know this is probably a little bit more depressing than usual, but I just wanted to, like, I don't usually do this sort of video, but I just wanted to kind of tell you guys that I know this happened, and it's a very unfortunate event, and but he will always live on. When he's made a mark, he's made such a mark on people's lives, and he's created these characters that have impacted people so heavily emotionally that um, he won't be forgotten. I know that for sure. But yeah. So you guys let me know what you think of this sad event in the comments, and what you thought of my video, just kind of talking about it. Like, I've never really gotten super into the comic books, but that doesn't mean that I don't know that this man has changed a lot of people's lives, and I have been touched by his works as well, and other people who have been inspired by his works. So I just wanted to do this video to kind of acknowledge that, I know this happened, and I didn't want to just brush this off in some video where I'm like, oh, Stan Lee died, that's sad. But I do actually feel pretty sad about this. So you guys let me know what you think of this sad event in the comments, and what you thought of my tribute, or just kind of my discussion about this in the comments. Um, I know that the Marvel Universe will move along, and we'll continue to see more amazing films, and more amazing creative works from people who have been inspired by the and like are passionate about their works, who were inspired by this man. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care.